Hi, welcome back to another Tuesdays at 2. Today we're going to be talking about outdoor design trends that we are seeing in 2021. A lot of these trends were probably on the rise already, but have been spurred both by the pandemic and also just an internal shift towards being more environmentally friendly. Here's some things that we are seeing. We're definitely seeing a move toward purposeful yard and patio space rather than just having lawns. This means that we're seeing outdoor spaces that have seating areas for larger groups, single seating, hammocks, and egg chairs for working from home outdoors, and just a general shift toward more loungy spaces in the yard. Plus, we're seeing people utilizing all spaces of the yard, whether that means gathering with neighbors in one area and working from home in another. We're seeing things being added to every space. This can be done both in a yard and a patio setting, as long as you're using distinctive furniture to create these different zones. Because we're seeing this shift toward purposeful yard space, we're also seeing the trend of having full living spaces outdoors. This means outdoor kitchens, outdoor TVs, more covered outdoor spaces so that the space can be used in all different types of weather. Anything that can sort of create that outdoor living room and make it as comfortable and accessible as possible is definitely on the rise. People are still using pools in their yards, but they're getting a lot smaller to accommodate for all these other types of zones that they want included in the space. And if there is a pool, there's a greater chance that there's a lot more greenery and garden space around the pool rather than just flat concrete. This is really trending more just so you can kind of feel like you have that little oasis, that little vacation away from home feel, even just in your backyard. Along with both of these things, we're also seeing ways that people are extending their usage of the patio into all seasons of the year. So especially in places like the Midwest and Chicago, where our winter months are very chilly, we're trying to utilize at least the spring and fall as well, by adding heat lamps for the fall and colder weather, and also things like fire pits, fireplaces for that. Plus, when it gets in the middle of the summer and we get the really, really hot sun, we're seeing more adaptations that include umbrellas and screens and awnings to make the space more enjoyable during those parts of the summer as well. With this added desire to be outdoors and the shift towards environmentalism and being climate change friendly, we're seeing a lot more active gardening in these outdoor spaces, both in the variety of types of gardening that's happening in those spaces, but also just the sheer amount of gardening that is happening in those spaces. This is a great design trend that anybody can really do because there's really a lot of variety in how to add this greenery and this color to your outdoor space. Even if you have just a small patio off of a condo building, you can still add things like vertical gardens and even some herbs and things like that in those spaces. We're also seeing just an emphasis on creating that beautiful garden that you can even see from different vantage points within the house itself. So, even on days where the weather isn't so great and you can't get outside, you still can have the view of the outdoors looking into your space. Besides all these year-round adaptations and this emphasis on gardening and all these other things, we're also seeing an emphasis on different lightings putting into the space so that you can use the space at all times of the day along with all seasons of the year. We're seeing, obviously the patio string lights that have always been popular, but we're seeing other types of uplighting, chandeliers, different styles of outdoor lamps, and things like that getting added to the space so that it can be usable any time of the day. Whether you have a small space off of a condo building or a large front and backyard, there are definitely opportunities to use some of these outdoor design trends in your space and make it really useful and usable all year round and all day. We hope that you got some fun ideas and get started and enjoy some outdoor time. See you next time.